Fred Williams, Excel Prime, change numbers and letters to predefined specs. In other words, we've got megabytes and kilobytes and terabytes, and we want to convert those over to gigabytes. All right, we're going to use a log 10, and you're going, what? Well, we're going to use this formula here left, and then 10 to the power of, well, this just looks way too complicated. Here, I'm just gonna point out how to do this. Here is a long narrative, this power thing going on. So we have to do a conversion. We're going to take 400 millibytes and change it to gigabytes. And that requires a power of 10 and division. I'm going to reduce this down. How are we going to do it? If you notice here, we have this list constant. This represents PB represents 1, PB 2, gigabytes 3, 4, 5. You got to keep that in mind. Because if we match, we're going to have to find this thing. Notice match, right? So we're looking over here, and then we have to denote it in our exponent. Then once we find that number, we're going to subtract 3 and then multiply it times 3. Why? Because that's the conversion. Here is the breakdown. Here is the formula across here. And we're going to break it down right to left. If we look here, I'm going to try to break this down and so you can understand it. Here, we just have this right function. See right here? We have this right function. Right B5. B5 is 400. Just capture the first two characters. So MB is going to be what? It's going to be in our array, it's going to be 4. It's going to be 4. So if you look at match, the end result is going to be 4, representing, well, right said MB, and match is just going to find 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to just use this simple math, 10 to the power of, well, 10 to the 4 minus 3 times 3. Got it? Well, if you don't, here. This is the formula, but here is reality. 10 to the 4 minus 3 times 3 is going to be 1,000. It's going to be 1,000. Got that? That's our divisor. Then we got this ln b5 minus 2. Ln b5 minus 2 is what? Well, we have what? 7 characters there? 6, 1, 2, 6. 6 minus, and then what we're showing here is show us 4. And then what we have is B5. So we're going to say we have 6 here, show us 4. And in the end, we're going to go left. Left, it goes, 4, divide this by 1,000. And we're going to get 0.004 and a space. Okay, if we go up here and we look at this thing, in the end, F4, we got 0.04. In the end, we've got this left B10 minus 2. Okay, if you look here, left B10, and if we F9 this thing, F9, we're going to get 400 in a space. Now, if that doesn't bother you, just leave it as is. Okay? It's a text. If you look over here, I just switched it over. I just took left, B10, F9, F9. We got rid of the space. It doesn't matter. The results are going to be the same consistently. Play the conservative route, just leave 2 in there. What are we doing? Well, we're just saying chop off 2 letters, okay, using left. Going further down, if we look at this terabytes, we're looking at 10 to the, with the exponent 2 minus 3, so we're going to have a negative number, times 3. And that's going to come out to 0.001. We're going to divide 785 by this number right here, okay? And so our number here, 785 terabytes, comes out to 785,000 gigabytes. Why? Well, because terabytes are that much larger in terms of gigabytes. Tear this apart piece by piece. The toughest thing is to keep in mind this match function, and then the conversion. In other words, we have to match whatever terabytes, for example, or gigabytes. We just have to consider this a number. Consider this a number and then do the math. Read it if you need it. Take a look at the anatomy. The best thing to do is do it exactly what I did. Just break it down piece by piece so you can visualize it. Brad Williams, XL Prime.